Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to the Sunday recap, my weekly vlog where I talk a bit about my last week in games. And last week was dominated by EVE Online. We had a lot happening. We have that super big war that's happening in 0.0, and in the meantime the Triglavians decided to go to their totality and take 27 systems from HiSec as their new domain, cutting them off from the HiSec gate system and then putting in their own gate system with super impressive mega large structures where even their world arcs can dock. So these are absolutely massive. I actually just saw like a picture showing how big it is. It's pretty much the biggest structure in EVE Online, and it competes very closely with like a Keepstars, probably even a little bit bigger than that, just not as high. So it's pretty cool. Of course, all of this happened. We had those the gate network, shutting down here and there, really coming under stress from what it was that the Triglavians did to the gate system by manipulating the stars in their 27 systems, and eventually, basically, Concord was forced to shut down the gates, and now it's Triglavian space with its own unique rule set, very close to wormhole space, and players that have chosen the Triglavian side, they can basically zoom around there, fly through the gates. They can also jump clone in from when they get 3.0 standings, and so it's pretty cool stuff. And for most of the week actually I've been watching it from afar, and since it happened I've been exploring, checking every wormhole as well, hoping to find a wormhole connection into that new Triglavian region. Once it happens, still not exactly sure what I'll do, but I definitely prepared a venture to try to sneak in some of those valuable Triglavian resources and see if we can't get those through a wormhole. That would be pretty cool adventure to just try, and then maybe try some other stuff. Of course, I kind of want to build up my reputation with the Triglavians as well. Is that possible without hurting the Edencom rep? We're still basically not really sure. I'll have to take a look at all of that myself as soon as I can. But unfortunately, when all of this was happening, Dital was under an incursion from the Sansha. Now, it didn't bother us too much. I must say that the Incursion community has everything pretty much on lock and key. They know what to do. I basically never noticed any Sansha influence. It was just completely pushed back right from the start, and then for a couple of days they just farmed everything down until they did the mothership, and then the Incursion all of a sudden, while I was exploring, was gone again. So we didn't notice too much from that itself, but it does put you on your toes a little bit, and so I decided to explore a route that's like a little bit further away, trying to find those wormholes. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet. What did happen is that I found a couple of good combat sites, including a few good drops as well, and in one of the 4 out of 10s there was actually what turns out to be a viewer that was also in a Gila. He went in with competition against me. Now I managed to get like the first hits on and most damage probably on the true Sansha, so he stole my loot. He actually convoed me after that. It's all fine, of course. This is EVE Online. He actually took the risk to become suspect, to grab that loot, I didn't know at the time, of course, that he was a viewer that just wanted to test this out. I locked him up hoping that, hey, this guy may be ready for me, but he decided to go for it when suspect, and I was in the Turtle Gila, so there's really no way for me to catch someone that steals loot in that fit, and as a result, he got away. I'm not sure how much, but that's the nature of EVE Online, so definitely I would say good job. Pretty ballsy move, and you got away with it. That happens as well. There's definitely no bad blood or anything like that. Actually, you worried a little bit about that, if I'm not mad or anything. Nope. It happens from time to time, and for every explorer that then jumps into a site with someone else, it's a choice that you have to make, right? Am I going to try to steal the loot, risk that suspect timer, and risk the fact that perhaps he does have a scram or something like that on his ship, and then he may just blow me up, or will I get away with it, and will I get a profit out of it while the other player may have done most of the site? And that's the beauty of the sandbox. It's all allowed, and it happens from time to time. So that was actually a pretty cool little anecdote. It was actually a pretty good time as well. And other than that, I basically had to try to absorb the new situation, of course. I'm moving all of my business to Amar because Jita is now so far away through a HiSec route, and if you if you take a short route, I think you've got like 12 low sec systems or something like that. It's just very, very dangerous. It's not just risk to jump through Nyarja. So BPCs are going to Amar as well. Very different market there, I must say. Stuff is selling a bit slower, of course, that's quite normal, but the transport ships then are selling for crazy high prices. I do think that in general we are going to see a realignment of trade in EVE Online, not only the resource distribution with certain minerals becoming unique or semi-unique to certain spaces, and that will incentivize trade quite a lot. And with Nyarja now gone basically from the access points, Jita has been pulled away from Amar substantially, and probably also from other trade hubs. And so the question is, or the question becomes, what is the center of HiSec now? And I don't think it's Jita anymore, and that could have a very big impact on how things evolve when it comes to the trade hubs and trade in EVE Online. And yeah, my trade, all of that at the moment, it's moving to Amar, even if it is for lower prices. I need to move it, and I need to be able to move it safely, and that's a lot closer as well, so this cuts down on my travel time substantially, and that's what I'm doing. I'm starting to stockpile my PI there. We're moving our BPCs and trying to sell them there. Transport ships, as I said, crazy high prices, and all of those moved in no time. And then on the other hand, stuff like dreadnoughts and carriers does seem to be extremely cheap and not very fast to move either. So we'll see how it evolves, but as always, I'll keep you guys up to date, of course. And other than that, yeah, I was mostly focused on EVE Online. I did download the pre-patch for Shadowlands, but as far as I can tell, the Scourge event, that's basically the run-up to the expansion, has not been deployed yet, so there's no real new content or anything like that to explore, or there's no easy loot to grab. I gotta be honest, that's really what I was looking forward to when it comes to the pre-patch. So what I've been doing is actually trying to set up my UI. I downloaded Elf UI as well, and I need to find basically the right way to have everything set up, and I'm trying to reacquaint myself with the Warlock, because there are some substantial class changes that are in the game at the moment, but yeah, more on that later. I'm basically waiting for the Scourge event to happen to dive back into some more World of Warcraft as well. Focus on EVE Online though, it's gonna be interesting. I hope that I can find that Triglavian connection soon. I know that there are these filaments. I'm kind of hoping to first find a wormhole and to basically do it in like a sneaky, more natural way through a process that's pretty unique when it comes to getting into Triglavian space. So we'll see if it works or not. That's it for my week in games, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.